Hey y'all, hey viewers, hey subscribers, welcome back to my channel, All Things Aquarian, y'all. I did not go live last week because I was out of town, baby. I was out of town. Last minute situation. But I'm back today, here to do some readings or whatever. So if y'all want to hop in, hop in. Hop in. I'm going to give y'all a minute to do that. Hop in. Feel free to hop in. I have zodiac readings done. Virgo, Libra, Scorpio, and Sagittarius, hopefully this week. Good morning, Aisha Love. How are you? I didn't get to go live last week because, girl, I was down in Mississippi. It was, and a time was had. Whoop, whoop. But I'm back, y'all. Had cards falling on the floor. I am back, y'all. Still working on collective readings. I just posted Virgo and Libra yesterday. And I wanted to tell everybody too, like, when it comes to like zodiac readings, you have more than just your sun sign. So if you are an Aquarius with a Pisces moon, you might want to watch Pisces reading because Pisces reading may resonate more with you. Or a Scorpio rising, you may want to watch Scorpio because Scorpio may resonate more with you, right? My rising is Libra, so that may resonate more with me than if I just watched an Aquarius collective reading, if that makes sense. But good morning, good morning. And since we here, y'all, let's talk our ish. Because the way the government is going, y'all, I'm tired. I feel like everybody's tired as a collective. Yeah, they actually were having a trail ride, but it was like almost an hour from where we were, and we wasn't gonna go down there. We was not gonna go down there, but I would love to go to a trail ride. I've been telling y'all I cannot wait to go. Ooh wee! When I get ready to go to a trail ride, I'm gonna have me a good old time. You hear me? I'm gonna have me a good old time. I'm gonna take pictures too, so y'all can see it. But y'all, tell me why. Yes, a government shutdown. What's the deal? What's tea what's tea? What's going on? Where is the president? That's the question of the day. Where is the president? And then all these, all these situations where people are being found, the unalivings going on, the death has been crazy. It has been crazy. Hey y'all, if you're just hopping into the live stream, this is a tarot channel. I'm offering free readings, but you gotta drop a heart in the live chat, you guys. Also, I'm encouraging super chat, so please feel free to send a super chat. However much of a donation you want to send is fine. Your donations will be highlighted because I turned that feature on yesterday, so that way I can know, like, if you send a donation or whatever, it'll be highlighted. It'll come up across the screen so I can see you, because donations are priority. But anybody who's wanting a free reading, I'm only doing free readings as I feel to do them. So drop a heart in the comments, and I'll let you know when you can drop a question, okay? But yeah, government shutdown, but y'all still requiring taxes though. That's the gag. They still want you to pay your taxes, state and federal, and they still want you to show up to work every day. For what? Ain't nobody benefiting. The prices of everything is too high. Rent is too high. Mortgage is too high. Food is too high. And nobody's pay is going up. The math is not mathing, right? Then you have all these people. I keep seeing these stories where young girls, and I'm just going to be the person to say it, young Black girls specifically, are constantly being found unalived. And you know who the perpetrators are. And I'm just like, what is actually going on? What is going on? Is this some type of, I don't know what this is. Is this like a fetish going on? Like if you haven't heard the story of Sade Robinson, look it up. She was dismembered, 19-year-old college student, beautiful young girl, beautiful young Black girl. Okay? She dated this white guy in Wisconsin and then ended up being found not even, a week later? A couple weeks later? I don't remember how long it was, but they had surveillance of her going to a bar with this guy, and then they traced her last known movements. Next thing you know, they're finding her body parts along the beach in Wisconsin. What in the actual is going on, right? Then just the other day, they found this young girl, Renia Wilson, 28 years old, in Valero, California. Her body was dismembered and she was put behind a wall. And the man who did it confessed to doing it. 28-year-old black woman, beautiful young black woman. It's all over TikTok. If y'all don't believe me, y'all can go check it out. But he confessed to doing it. Not only that, but she was dismembered and put behind a wall. What kind of sick person, what kind of evil entity is in you to do some shit like that? Like, make it make sense. Hold on. What kind of person are you? I just blocked her. Hi Queen, if you're looking for if you're wanting a free reading, you guys drop a pink heart in the chat, okay? Also, you guys feel free to send a super chat, okay? Feel free to send a super chat, okay? Be highlighted. Aisha, I just blocked Jennifer, or whatever her name is. But what kind of sick person are you to dismember someone, lure someone somewhere? And they said her phone was found. So how they ended up finding her body, her parents, her mom, and a couple other family members, they went looking for her. They've been looking for her. And they actually found her phone. They pinged it because she had Life 360. Her mom had her on a Life 360. And if you don't have Life 360, you should get it. Because I have it on my iPhone where I can see the location of my sisters and my fiance, and they can see my location as well. So in case something happens, but I've heard that a lot of people say that 360 Life 360, I think is what the app is called. Y'all correct me if I'm wrong, but they said that this app is a lot better because it's very accurate. I think my sister has it, and she told me she can actually see in real time because her fiance is a truck driver. He's over the road. She can see in real time his exact location. So they were able to ping her phone. And the first time they went to the house to look for Renia's body, they didn't find her. Right? But they pinged the phone, and the phone was found literally on top of the building right next to where she was found. That's crazy. That's crazy. And the man that did it, he confessed. Queen, I'm only answering one question. So which question are you asking me? And so we have Renia, I think it's Wilson is her last name. Don't quote me on the last name because I might be wrong. But Sade Robinson, their stories sound very familiar. And then we had Dakara Thompson, the young black lady who was recently found as well. Very young, college student in the DMV area. Same thing, same situation, same scenario. Went out late at night, supposedly to get gas, and never came home. Are you in danger? Well, what makes you think you're in danger? Let's start there. That's not a tarot question, Benita. That's not a tarot question. I mean, if you're in danger, thank you, Aisha. What do you mean your energy? Please be specific with the questions. If y'all ask a question, please be specific with your question. Am I in danger? That's a very broad question. It's not about me liking the question. The question has to make sense in order for me to give you a reasonable, logical answer from the cards. Thank you. I appreciate the compliment. Because I've had people say, is black magic being done on me? Like, no. No, but are you in the field with witches? I mean, are you with the brujas? Are you, you know what I'm saying? Are you with the Santa Muerte devotees? Like, are you in danger? No, but you're in a very chaotic situation. You're in a very chaotic situation. Spirit, what's tea surrounding Queen? How old are you, Queen? If you don't mind me asking. Welcome to my channel. If you're new, you guys, please do me a huge favor. Go ahead and hit that thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. You're very outspoken, Queen. That's your energy. Are you a fire sign? Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. You're also very confident in what you think you know. Yeah. I'm getting your parents maybe perceive you as a little bit cocky because I got big fire energy here. Heavy fire. Like Aries, Sagittarian, Leo placements. Heavy. But also you're young. And so that comes with being young a lot of times. We think we know things. We think we're right. You're a Cancer. Okay. Yeah. So, and then you're also, with you being a Cancer, are you a June or July Cancer? Anybody else hopping in that's asking for a reading, you guys, please make sure that you subscribe to the channel, thumbs up the live, and drop a pink heart in the chat, okay? Also, with you being a Cancer, Queen, you're highly intuitive. Cancers are highly intuitive people. So you feel things on a much deeper level than other people. So a lot of times your arguments and your points are valid. Yeah. Your arguments and your points are valid, but it could be the way that you, it could be the way that you come across that causes the chaos. Because you feel things on a deeper level. For them, your parents, they may feel like, oh, it's not that serious, it's not that deep, but you feel some type of way about it. You feel some type of way about it. Yes, it does. Liberty, Viper, Liberty 1. It does require a specific question. Let's see. Ooh. Two of Cups. Two of Cups. They love you. I mean, you love them, but it's just, it's heated. It's hot between y'all. It's heated between y'all. You're welcome. Four of Swords. You need a break. That's what it is. Y'all need a break from each other. Are you planning on going to college or going to school? Are you working? Because y'all need a break. Like, you need time away from them. Maybe even consider getting your own place. That's something to think about. Getting your own place. Because, yeah, living with your parents at 18, I remember being 18. Living with your parents at 18 can be pure hell. Because, especially if you're a logical person and they do things that make no sense at all, going back and forth with them and trying to have a conversation, they feel disrespected and you feel like you're not being seen or heard. You know what I mean? Oh, that's great. Congratulations on going to nursing school. Love that for you. But if you feel like your energy is chaotic, evaluate your entire environment. Not just the conflict that you have with your parents, but also what types of friends are you surrounding yourself with? Because sometimes our environment can heavily impact our energy, our aura. So if you're around people who are always anxious, always nervous, always angry, always frustrated, it can spill over onto you. And so you being a Cancer, you absorb other people's emotions. You can feel if somebody sitting across from you is very upset or disturbed. So you have to be very mindful of who you're around and what you allow to come into your being, because you absorb. You're an absorber. So you have to be aware of that. Like, even your friends and people you talk to, you know, even your work environment. Like, I would suggest after you leave work or, you know, you leave school or whatever, make sure you shower to cleanse that energy off of you, right? So when you come out to the family, like you come out to eat dinner or whatever with your family and talk or what have you, you're not carrying all of that with you. Yeah. Yeah, you're not carrying all of that with you, because Cancers are very sensitive. One of my best friends is a Cancer. So Cancers, and she knows things and she feels things very deeply. So yeah. Hey Lovers Lane, thanks for hopping into the live stream, you guys. Please like and subscribe. Please like and subscribe. And then if you're wanting a reading, you guys, please drop a heart down in the chat. All right. But yeah, I highly recommend you cleansing your aura, cleansing the space. Also, reorganizing your space helps too, because the mind is a reflection of your environment a lot of times. So if you have a space that's cluttered and there's a lot of stuff everywhere, you want to get that cleared out so that you are freed up, if that makes sense. Right? Lovers Lane, you'll be after Viper Liberty 1. Viper Liberty 1, go ahead and drop your question so I can get through it. So I hope that helps. I hope that helps, Queen. Thank you for hopping in, you guys. I appreciate all the love. You passed your interview. Yay, congratulations. I worked in recruiting for 6 years, so I always love when somebody passes their initial interview. When you pass it, that really depends. That really depends on how much you pay attention. If I were you, and like if your training is like in a classroom type of setting, I would try to take notes, like write little notes so that you have reminders of what to do when you have to deal with certain challenges in the workplace. Hey, whoever just hopped in the live stream. But yeah, I feel like you will. Let me ask it. If you're hopping into my live stream and you're wanting a reading, you guys, you're going to have to subscribe. Number 1, like, and then drop a heart. But you should be fine, Lovers Lane. You should be fine. Viper's Beauty 1. What does career and finances look like moving forward? Wonderful question. Let's look at it. Let's look at it, you guys. Also, y'all, I have an Etsy shop. So anyone, if you'd like to book a personal reading, you guys, y'all can book it on my Etsy shop, because I do offer question readings, full readings there. Ace of Cups is a yes. What is it looking like? 5 of Wands came out in reverse. Viper Liberty 1. So it looks like career and finances are looking good. I feel like you may get an offer. You possibly could get an offer if you're applying for jobs, or you may find someone trying to help you financially. You may get a loan to do something. You may get approved for something, if that makes sense. But it's going to be less chaotic, career and finances, for Viper Liberty. Oh, I love this. 10 of Pentacles and the 8 of Wands. So you're going to have to be proactive if you're wanting things to move forward, because the 8 of Wands is about action, and then the 10 of Pentacles is about financial stability, taking care of debts, paying bills, but also attaining wealth and abundance, right? So as far as career and finances, Spirit's like, you're going to make the money that you need, but also you also need to communicate in your career field what it is you need to be successful. Like if you feel like, you know, the department that you work in is overly stressful, you may want to communicate that with your direct supervisor or team lead or whoever that is, if that makes sense. You're going to have to speak up. The Strength card is here. And the Strength card is like, also don't take on too much. Don't do more than what you are required to do while you're there. If it's not in your job description, don't try to help 4 or 5 other people do their job, because now you're overwhelmed and now you feel like you're underperforming when really you're taking on other people's responsibilities, okay? But 10 of Pentacles is a very good sign. Yeah, 10 of Pentacles is a very good sign. You're doing fine financially. You may need to cut back on spending a little bit and save your money put some money aside, save a little money from every paycheck so that you have something for a rainy day, right? Even if it's $5 every week, you know what I mean? Or $50 a month, put it aside in the savings, don't touch it. right? So that you have, and it'll build up over time. It will accrue. And the banks, if you have a high yield account, it'll accrue. Yeah. And that's not your job. That's not your job. I'm not trying to be funny or rude by any means, but like I said, I've worked in recruiting. I've worked in staffing. I was an employment specialist for 6 years, and I did interviews. I conducted interviews, background checks, drug screens, sent people for jobs. And one of the main things, that feedback that I would get is, this person isn't focused on his or her job. They're over here trying to do so-and-so's job. And that's not what their job is. So only focus on your role, right? It's for Viper. It's for Viper. Lover's Lane. I'm about to do yours. So I hope that makes sense, Viper. Viper Liberty One. Thank you for hopping in. Okay, Lover's Lane. Here's your reading. Will you do well at the job and training? Yes. Yes. And if, hey, listen, if the message resonates, take it and run with it. And also, you guys, don't be intimidated financially by savings, because even if you save $5, just $5, you're very welcome, Viper Liberty One. If you just save $5, right, every time you get income, and if you have multiple sources of income, the better. Like if you have a side hustle, you have a main job, and you run a business, that's 3 sources of income, right? And then you have a spouse or significant other, they have an income that's more income, right? So if you guys put aside $100 a month in savings in 5 months, that's $500. You see what I'm saying? But you got to work together as a team. But let's break that down. $5 a day transferred over to, you can schedule, if you guys didn't know, little tip, you can schedule money to be transferred from one account to the next. So if you want to just do $5, think about that. There's 7 days a week. 7, 14, 21, 28, right? 5 times 28. Let's do the math. At the end of the month, how much money would you have set aside in that savings account? Clock that T. So you can take your time and do a little by little by little. Even with paying debt, you can pay down debt in small increments. People get overwhelmed when they see huge numbers, but really, if you're paying $20 every week or every 2 weeks on a $500 loan, eventually you're going to pay it off. It may take you some time, but with consistency, it's going to be paid off, right? Exactly. I do the same thing. I have my account set up for that too every month. Automatically. Put it in the savings. Automatically. Because you just never know. Also, another tip, you guys, and I literally just did this the other day. Negotiate your bills. See how you can lower and cancel subscriptions that you're not using, right? Lower that phone bill. Lower that cable bill. Lower that internet bill. And your utilities, break it up. Pay some at the beginning of the month. Pay some at the end of the month, so it's all paid on time. Like, there's ways to finagle around. We have to sit down, look at our budget and say, okay, how can I work through this? It's not that difficult. It just takes discipline and consistency, right? And not biting off more than you can chew. That way you can increase your credit score. And as your credit score increases, you get approvals for other things, right? You just got to stay on top of it. You'll be fine. You'll be fine, Lover's Lane. It takes time, but you'll be fine. As long as you're consistent and disciplined. You'll get it. It takes time. It takes time when it comes to finances because, baby, we all going through it. But also, like, I was telling my fiance the other day because I was grocery shopping, and see how you can save in other areas, right? If you can get a membership at a Costco or a Sam's or at a BJ's, depending on where you live, you have these membership, like, what do you call them? Warehouse grocery stores where you can get groceries from and save. You know, you pay a yearly fee for that, but you save because you're buying in bulk and you don't have to keep buying so much during the month, like going to the store every other day to buy cheese or to buy crackers. You know what I mean? You can buy it in bulk. I'm getting yes. I'm getting yes that you'll be successful, Lover's Lane. I'm getting yes, that you'll do well in training. It's going to take some time, and it's going to take you at talking to your supervisors and managers, but you'll be fine. You'll be fine. And even if it doesn't work out, it wasn't meant to. Don't let it get you down, because call center work is not for the faint of heart. It takes a lot of effort to do call center work. So if it's not your forte, it's just not your forte, but don't get discouraged. All right? Don't get discouraged. Yeah. I'm getting yes. The first one I got no, but this one I'm getting yes. I like to do yes or no questions in threes. Did I miss anybody else wanting a reading? No, no, no. Yes, no, yes. There's a possibility that it may not work out, Lover's Lane, but like I said, don't let it discourage you, because call center work takes a lot. Call center work takes a lot. Hang on. It takes a lot of training. So just make sure you take your time in the training process. Ashka, did you drop your question? Spirit, what is a financial situation for Lover's Lane? Ashka, if you're still in the live stream, if you want to go ahead and drop your question so I can keep the chat rolling. How long have you and Aaron been dating? Let's start there, because I get this question so much. What are so-and-so's feelings for me? Are you guys even talking? Are you dating? How long have you been dating? You're welcome. Are you guys currently not speaking to each other? Is that why you're wondering about his feelings? Finances for Lover's Lane. Spirit says save your money. You need to save your money, Lover's Lane. When it comes to your finances, you need to start telling people, no, you cannot help them. No, you can't give them the extra $10. No, you don't have it, because you need to save it, because you have things that you need to pay for. And you also need to be frugal and not be just buying any old thing willy-nilly. That's what Spirit's message is to you according to finances. You also need to get clear on what your financial goals are, Lover's Lane. What is it that you're hoping to accomplish financially within the next 6 months? Get clear. Have a clear vision on what it is that you want to accomplish. Are you paying down debt? Are you planning for a trip? Like Spirit says, get clear on what you need. All right. There's going to be options. There's going to be different options and ways to save. You have to do your due diligence. You have to do your part. And one thing about tarot, I'm going to tell y'all this right now. One thing about tarot, it is not a one size fits all situation, because the cards will only show us the energy of a situation, right? It's up to me to do the work. It's up to me to transfer the money from my checking to my savings account. The cards can say, save your money, Four of Pentacles. But if I don't put that into practice, what is the point of getting the message, right? So you have to, tarot and spiritual work requires physical work. It requires spiritual work and emotional work. Spirit says you're going to have to work. It's going to take time, and you're going to have to be patient, Lover's Lane. The Knight of Pentacles in tarot is one of the slowest moving knights in the deck. He's hardworking, and you have to pay attention to details. This is earth energy. So Spirit's saying, make sure you pay attention to details. And let me tell you something else I've done just this past week. I had to call my bank to dispute several transactions that were unauthorized. Check your accounts daily. If I cannot stress this enough when it comes to finances, check your transactions daily. Get the receipts. When you get the receipts, look at the receipts. Do the receipts match what you've been charged? Is this a charge that you made on your card? If not, you need to call the bank immediately to report fraud, to dispute that charge, right? Also be prepared for the bank to conduct an investigation, because they will. They're going to ask you questions. But a lot of times there's so much spending in and out. And if you have any knowledge of accounting or basics of accounting principles, you'll understand that your bank account is literally like, it's like a spreadsheet of, it's almost like a statement of cash flows. So your bank account is going to show you how much money actually came in and how much money is going out. And just because you swipe your card for $10 at McDonald's today, that transaction may not clear until Tuesday. You see what I'm saying? So just because it's showing that you have $350 in your account, $350 in your account, you may actually only have $340 because you made a transaction today at McDonald's, and that won't appear on your bank statement until Tuesday when the transaction's clear. Does that make sense? Because if you pay attention to your accounts on a regular basis, you can catch things that you did not sign up for or authorize. Does that make sense? Hope it makes sense. But Spirit's saying you're going to have to put in the work when it comes to your finances, and you're going to have to find ways to save the money. Save the money, right? Hi, Lola. Welcome to my channel. If you're new, please subscribe and thumbs up the live stream. Appreciate that, you guys. So I hope that helps. Spirit, what are Aaron's feelings towards Ashka? Aaron's feelings towards Ashka. Hey, Angelos. I've been good. How are you? Welcome to my channel. If you're new, you guys, and you're just hopping into the live stream, please subscribe, hit the thumbs up. Thank you guys so much for all the love and likes. Aaron's feelings. Two of Pentacles. He's kind of undecided. He's kind of like, he kind of has feelings, but he don't want to do too much. Ashka, he don't want to do too much. Yeah. Two of Wands. He's focused on what he's got going on in his life right now. See? Nope, I'm not live on TikTok, but if you want to send a super chat, you can. Just tap that little $sign at the bottom. You can send a super chat. Okay? Yeah. He's kind of undecided. He's focused on himself right now, Ashka. What is coming in for you? New job, finances. That's just general. That's a general question, Lola. What's coming in for you? Spirit, what's coming in for Lola? Finances, job, and love. 3 cards, Spirit. 3 cards for Lola. I do have an Instagram account. You can follow me there as well. You're welcome, Ashka. Page of Pentacles. When it comes to a new job, you will be receiving a new job offer, okay? You'll get a call, an email, a text message asking you for a follow-up. Lola, be ready for that, okay? Seeing if you can come in for an interview. Career, 6 of Pentacles. Finances, 6 of Pentacles. Things need to be balanced. Balancing your checking account. Balancing the checkbook. Balancing the credit card payments. Things need to be balanced. All right. Love life. Spirit. The sun. The sun. So if there's a specific person that you have been thinking about in love, it's a yes. And then also it's a yes that you should start dating if you're single and you're wanting to get back into the dating field. Spirit said yes, and have fun. You see how this little baby is having fun in this tarot card, in the sun card? The sun card is about joy and warmth and all of the fuzzy, warm feelings that you feel during the holiday season. And even in the summer, after such a long winter, we get so excited. Spirit's like, get excited. Hype me up. Hype me up. So get excited about, you know, getting out there, getting into the dating field, getting to know people, talking to people, getting cute, getting dressed up, buying the outfits, getting your hair done, and doing the thing. Don't stress too much. Don't stress too much. It's going to work out. Okay? It's going to work out. You're welcome. All right, y'all. Did I miss anybody? I hope I didn't miss nobody. The biggest thing is not to stress and over worry. I think a lot of people when it comes to tarot and spiritual practice, they tend to overthink situations, and it's like, relax. Relax, okay? Always remember this saying, as above, so below. As above, so below. You know what I mean? Don't overthink it. That's it. Okay, thank you, Aisha Love. Yeah, don't overthink the situation. If you're dating, date and enjoy the process, right? If you see the red flags, that's when you need to know, okay, yeah, we got to cut this short. It was fun, it was cute, but you're doing too much now. So now I got to cut you off because you don't know how to act, right? And that's when you go ahead and just block and delete the person. You don't have to keep entertaining a situation because, you know, you don't want to hurt anybody's feelings. No, hurt their feelings so they know how they treated you and they don't do it to the next person. Y'all got to start speaking up. You got to start speaking up. Also, in regards to job searching, be patient because this economy is trash. It's very much trash. We were just talking about the government shutdown. A lot of people have been laid off recently. So if you are blessed with a job now, you better hold on to it. You better hold on to it. But also don't get discouraged because there are always employers who are looking for good, solid workers, people who are dedicated to doing their job. They show up every day and they do what needs to be done and they go home, mind their business. That's it. So keep applying. Don't give up, but make sure you check up and follow up. Don't just apply to 5 jobs and then never call and check in or send a follow-up email after your interview. Like, okay, I had an interview with Becky on Wednesday last week for an administrative assistant position and then she never got back to me. No, follow up with Becky next week, Monday, call. I just wanted to check on my interview. I never heard back and I'm still actively interviewing. Don't ever seem desperate in an interview. Trust me. And if they call you and they're like, they see your resume or whatever and you applied and they're like, oh, how soon can you come in? I can come in today, tomorrow. Make it quick. Make sure if you're applying for jobs, you're available immediately. Don't be hemming and hawing and trying to, well, I got to find a babysitter and my car is this and my car is that. And don't have a whole bunch of drama going on. Clear your schedule, okay? Clear your schedule. That's the number one thing I learned in recruiting. Clear your schedule so that you are available to interview when they're ready to interview you, right? And then when they ask you, how soon can you start? Tomorrow. Or like yesterday was Friday. I can start Monday, right? And have your non-negotiables. I don't want to accept anything that's less than what? Have an amount. Know your worth, okay? So I hope that clears. I hope that I got everybody, you guys. I'm also still taking suggestions for collective readings. So y'all let me know any other types of readings y'all want to see. I'm still doing finishing up the zodiac sign readings. So Sagittarius and Scorpio and then Capricorn. Yeah, Scorpio, Sagittarius, Capricorn, and then Aquarius, Pisces. For October. Those are coming. So bear with me. But thank y'all so much for tuning in, you guys. I appreciate all the love, the likes, support. And I'm going to try to go live again a little bit earlier tomorrow morning so we can get it in and out of the way because I have to meet with my instructor tomorrow for school. So hopefully I can get that done in the morning, the live stream, and then I have my meeting later in the evening anyway. So love y'all and peace out, y'all.